Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a like a scene card, a Farmyard scene card using all Cricut cuts, and I have to, and the Hey There stamp set from Lawn Fawn, and I have to say that this was very time consuming to put all those little pieces together. So I've also got a background that I'm going to create with some oxide inks here, and I'm actually using some acrylic paper, which is a W.H. Smith paper that I've had forever, and although it works really well with paint, hence acrylic paper, it's not as good when it comes to blending. So it took a little bit of work just to blend these three colors on, but you'll see in a second that I managed to get that to work, so there's not too many lines on there. I don't like the lines with blending. I like them to have a smooth blend between the colors. So I started with preserved, what is that one? Seedless preserve, and then I have moved on to ripe persimmon, I believe. Is it ripe persimmon? And then tattered rose. I did show the colors a minute ago, so hopefully you would have caught that. And just trying to get the blend between each color to work quite nicely. It, like I say, it took a bit of work because there's also texture on this cardstock, and especially with the lighter color, which is the tattered rose, which is a lovely peachy, orangey, pinky. That was a lot of colors in one, but it's kind of a peachy pink, I guess. And actually the blend, when you get it right, the blend between this one and the, I think it's the ripe persimmon, between those two is really good. It looks really pretty. So yes, so overall it's working out quite nicely, but I just go back and forth like I do, just keep blending until I'm happy with it, or enough that I know that it's not going to bug me with the lines going across it, because I can't stand that. Even on the seedless preserves, or the purpley bit, I'm just going back and forth to try and get that to blend a little smoother, just so it's a little more smooth. That's basically what we want. And then once I'm happy with it, I will splatter it with some water, of course, from a distress sprayer, just to give it some nice texture. So just cleaning off my mat here, and drying it off as well. And now comes the splatter, if I think. Yep. So just spraying that on there, and normally I would mop this up with like a paper towel or something, but actually this time I'm just going to bring my heat tool in and just dry it as it is, and it gives it a different effect. It's more a tone on tone look than a, like when you use the paper towel, it tends to lift the color off, so it gives it more of a white splatter look, whereas this way it's more tone on tone, and I just think it gives a nice, it's a different look. It's a nice, but it's nice. I like it. So this is originally what I was going to do, is to put them on this piece this way round, with the, with the darker purple at the bottom going up, but in the end I chose to do it the other way around, and you'll see that in a second. So these little the cow and the two chickens, honestly I didn't think my Cricut was going to cut them, because they are so tiny. Those chickens are about, I mean, like ever so slightly over an inch tall, and they are, and even the cow's got some really tiny little pieces. But even on the chicken, there's like an added piece, an added layer that cuts out all these little section, like half moon sections, that so that it looks like there's feathers. And I was completely amazed that it did that. And it's the tiniest, it's the wing on the chickens, and it cut all those pieces out perfectly. I was so amazed by that. So sometimes I think we think, oh, we can't cut that size, or we can't do, certain things because we're nervous it's not going to work, or it's not going to be able to do it. Honestly, just try it. it's a piece of paper. Worst case, I would have had to start it again or come up with a new plan. Gotta say, as far as scene cards go, unless they are much bigger scenes, like on a 12 by 12 scrapbook page or something like that, I don't know that I would cut the animals this small. It, like I say, it took, you know, a little bit of time because they are so tiny. But I think this scene on a scrapbook page would look amazing, and obviously you can then cut the images bigger, which would be much easier to put together. So I'm just getting the what's it called, the barn stuck to the like sunrise sort of scene, and I like the way it looks where it's going from the lighter up to the darker sky. I actually think it works better with this image and the colors in the image. And then for my sentiment, I'm using the Hey There stamp set from Lawn Fawn to just stamp a really simple little sentiment. It says happy birthday from the whole herd. I thought that was funny. So and very cute. You could also use like the barn scene. You could use that and then use stamped images that are cut out and coloured in. I did think about doing that because I really didn't think that those chickens were going to cut out. They're really, really tiny. So hopefully here you can see the little detail on the wings of the chicken. Very small. I mean, one of my chickens does look like it's been crying and the mascara is running down its face because my pen smudged. But it does actually cut out the eyes and the hooves for the cow. But I honestly, those were so tiny. I mean, you can see from the image it's too tiny, and I just thought I'm going to just use a black marker for the eyes, and the hooves are left as brown on the, which is the sort of main part of the image. I just left them at that. I thought it looked fine. So I hope you like this, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.